And welcome to this edition of TMA's Farm Margin Talk. This is Devin Schierling, Grain Marketing Manager for TMA. Well, I apologize for a little bit of a raspy voice this morning, but despite all my cheers at the K-State West Virginia game last night, my Wildcats come up just a couple points short. As we move on to our farm margin report from this week, I want to also make mention of a wonderful award that our group received this past week, and we were recognized as the 11th largest uh, crop insurance division within diversified services. So it's a wonderful thank you to you, our customers, and a great congratulations for all the hard work that our sales staff has put in. So as we look at our farm margin report for December the 9th, 2011, from our last report 2 weeks ago, we've actually seen a nice little bounce back in profitability from 2 Fridays ago, with irrigated corn for both 2012 and 2013 trading right in that $230 to $220 an acre range, but good profits primarily all the way across the board, with wheat really struggling to hold on, primarily due to some things we'll talk about later, but with the growing conditions and lack of exports coming throughout the United States. So as we look at the detailed report, this just shows you those micro numbers that we use to come up with this information. And then more importantly, this shows you the bushel that you would have left to sell in that situation. So for once again, for you producers who have some irrigated corn, you still have wonderful opportunities for profitability or minimum profit per acre. So make sure you talk to your TMA grain marketing or crop insurance specialist for more information. So today we want to talk about something just a little bit different. We always talk about the dollars of revenue that your crop insurance provide and the value of the three-legged stool approach of grain marketing, which is your grain marketing, your crop insurance, and your expenses all together to give you what your margin or profit per acre is. So if you're a producer who has a 45 bushel APH and you include your government payment of $15 an acre roughly for a direct payment, you're looking at the following scenario if you purchased an 85% policy. So as you can see, in any yield and price scenario, you're looking at $40 to $50 an acre of profit on your operation, which is fabulous. But many people say, well, what does that mean, Devin? You know, I spent the $24 and I purchased an 85% policy. I guarantee myself the most revenue, but how am I going to get paid? Or better yet, when am I going to get paid? And so I put this graph into a different view we call our indemnity view. And so if you look at this, you'll see at the top green arrow, if the prices go back up to $8.20 cash, and you still grow a 36 bushel yield, you will still receive a positive $11 payment. That's after you paid for your crop insurance policy. And then if you go down and you even grow almost a 52 bushel crop, and the price just drops a little bit lower from where we're at $5.80, you'll still receive a $6 an acre positive payout. So that gives you a pictorial view of where those claims will actually come. But something really exciting that I wanted to visit with you, and that you need to make sure you talk to your agent about this. And if your agent doesn't know, I might feel free to contact us, is a trend adjustment that's going to be coming out for corn and beans this year. And so for an average producer, you look at this, and this is what happens if you've done nothing. So it's just exactly what we're looking at today, which is the profit matrix for 2012 irrigated corn. You'll see a $247 an acre profit at 185 bushel yields, and in that red boxed area, you'll see 60 to 65 bushels an acre of revenue at lower prices and lower yields. But what I want to really talk about is this $57 increase on the left-hand side. And we can get that by simply using what we call a trend adjustment. So we ran a couple small scenarios for producers where if they had a 185 bushel APH and we applied the new trend adjustment to it, they were able to raise their APH if they had more than 4 years of history to 198 for about $7 an acre, rough numbers. And what that did to them is it put them in a situation they're going to make $100 an acre regardless of what happens, and it makes up for the fact that they may have a lot of history and genetics have improved over time. So make sure you talk to your agent, because this is key to building that foundation of profit on your operation. So what's moving us going forward? Outside markets once again become keen. What happens overseas with the value of currencies? A USA report that came out today. Where is our demand? What's exports look like? And then crop conditions. Guys, I had a lot of customers come in from Texas and Oklahoma, and their wheat looks better than it has in a long time. Long ways to getting in the bin, but there's positive thoughts. And if we're already uncompetitive in the world market when it comes to wheat, what happens if we grow an even bigger crop? So keep those thoughts in the back of your mind, have a profit goal in mind, and lock it in when it becomes available. For more additional information, feel free to contact our grain marketing or crop insurance specialist. And thank you and have a wonderful day.